Thank you for calling New York Psychotherapy and Counseling Center. How may I help you?
Hi, may I speak with Dania Geronimo?
Can I have the date of birth of the client?
January 26, 1982.
And the name?
Ilona Ramazanova.
Okay, got it. Okay. Give me 1 second. And you're Iona, right?
Yeah.
Okay, just making sure. Okay, give me 1 second. I'm going to transfer you. At NYPCC, we believe everyone deserves access to the best mental health care, and we translate this belief into action every day. Hello?
Hello?
Hi, Luna. How are you?
Okay.
You sound a little like congested or sick or something.
I was sick a long time. I'm just getting over it. I'm very angry because I think somebody put viruses in our food. So we all got sick. My son got sick too.
Oh, really? Yeah, you
Yeah.
sound a little like sick, a little congested. Yeah.
And it sets us back too, like with like scholastics and stuff, and it's very disgusting.
Mhm. Yeah. Wow. How long has this been? Did you get sick recently? I mean, I couldn't speak to you
Like
last
two
week.
weeks ago, like I called you, I think, and I said I can't like talk because my voice was sore. But then I just kept having phlegm, like our fever went down, but then we just kept having phlegm and phlegm and phlegm. And I'm so angry and I'm so sick of being sick, and like nobody really wants to do anything about it. Like I was thinking yesterday, because Dima does go see some um, family doctor or something, because they told him, remember I told you like I put on weight and I grew breasts? Well, he had
Yeah.
the same symptoms, but when he went to the doctor, they gave him a different reason. Like they said it's his thyroid. And
Yeah.
yeah, I don't have any, because he must have told them like he had someone in his family that had thyroid issues. I don't have
Yeah.
anyone in my family with thyroid issues, you know? So,
Mhm.
and they told me it's
Yeah.
normal because I'm a female. So I'm a
Mhm.
female and he's got thyroid issues, you know? And I'm just like, I'm thinking these people aren't all that concerned, and some of them might know better but they just don't care. I don't even know what to say. And he thinks like he's actually taking medications for it. He thinks it's going away, but I see him, you know, he doesn't have like friends really that look at him and stuff to say.
Yeah.
Like my one friend knew he put on weight. He doesn't look like he's dropping the
Mhm.
weight off. He thinks he's dropping the weight off now, but he's
Yeah.
not. So like whatever his treatment is, I don't think it's working for him. I think it's maybe working
Mhm.
psychologically on him. He's like kind of not smart,
Mhm.
and I have problems with him, but I don't, you know, he's definitely eating the same food. So
Yeah. Wow. Wow. So did you? So they told you pretty much the same thing, and you haven't changed. Did they say anything
no, because
about?
I don't have thyroid issues. I did
Yeah.
that too. I went to the doctor for like, and I told them like I have like I'm gaining weight and my breasts. I even went because I had a problem, like I had discharge from my nipples. It was disgusting. And like
Yeah.
um I went to um like I don't know if she was an oncologist, but she was some sort of breast specialist or something at the time,
Mhm.
because it freaked me out, right? And it freaked,
Yeah.
like, I had a boyfriend then, it freaked him out a lot. And I knew too, like, because And they just said it's normal because I had been breastfeeding and I'm a female and I quit breastfeeding. They didn't say anything. And like, why is he growing breasts? He was not breastfeeding. Unless, you know. And like the weight, like, because I know my body, like, you know, other people that don't know my body could say, oh, she put on baby fat or something. But that's not, he's 6 years old. Like, I have other kids and I went back to my weight. Like, when I quit breastfeeding, like, everything went back to normal. And now I still have this, like, weight or whatever. And my feet hurt and his feet hurt. He can barely like walk. Sometimes his balance is off, and he went to his doctors and they told him it's the pills he's taking, his balance is off. But my feet hurt, and I told him that too, and he's like, I don't know, because my feet hurt because I think there's something going on with my veins and stuff. And even my kid sometimes goes, oh, my foot hurts, like every once in a while. Like he's got like a fresh little body, so maybe he's just withstanding these products more than us, you know. And the same thing like for his hair, he doesn't care. So he's like, oh no, my hair, I'm just older male. I'm just an older man, that's why my hair is falling out. I just quit like using shampoo because my hair is falling out so much, you know.
Yeah.
And my son, he's got very thick African hair, like it's very, very curly. So even if he loses some hair, it's hard for us to notice because his hair is just like really like grows like thick, you know. So you know, he uses shampoo more often than me because, you know, he's a kid and, you know, I don't want his hair to get like disgusting. But I don't know, I'm very angry. I just don't know what to do. I feel like justice was never served to me in this country. There's so much stuff that happened to me that is not like been resolved for me, and I don't know what's going on. I don't know where my daughter is, but like I don't know how to find her. And I'm thinking if she was as bad off as I was, she might have reached out to me because she does have my number, and I'm somewhere on the internet. She would have
So
found
she
me.
does have your number. Okay.
Yeah, so you know, but I like, you know, I'm very unhappy actually. Thanks for asking.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, it seems like there's definitely a lot of stressors there. Yeah. And I can even tell that you are, you know, you don't sound like yourself. I could tell that you are a bit congested, a bit sick.
Yeah, definitely. I'm still like I still have like phlegm and stuff. Like I'm not like I'm getting over it, you know, but it's pretty gross. And like it's like all of these stressors, but I feel like there's maybe like something major that it's really just one issue that would resolve all of these stressors. That would be so simple, right? I don't know. Am I like off? You know?
Yeah. No, it is stressful. I think it is stressful, especially, and you are saying that it's affecting, you know, your son as well. So.
Yeah. I mean, like, you know.
Yeah. That's very frustrating. Yeah, so they told you what that was normal and that you're female.
Yeah, they told
yeah.
Exactly. And they tell him he has thyroid issues. And he's just like out there, and he makes me angry too, you know. And I've told you this before, like I basically use him like it's super cold in my apartment, for instance, and I need to heat it. They don't do anything. I've tried to get them to fix the heat. So now I have 3 heaters running in the apartment. My bill, yes, my bill is gonna be unpayable without this man's money. Like, and we would literally have to sit inside with our jackets on, like if we didn't have the heater up. And when we call them, they fix it for like a couple of days. There's nothing to fix. I've established that for myself. It's kind of difficult to prove because I don't know who looks into these matters. but they had the heater up high when it was like hot enough outside, when it would make you sweat to have the heat up high. And now when it's cold, they won't turn the heater on. Like the pipes were all hot, everything was working. It's not like this something broken. It's just somebody just like has it in for me, doesn't want to turn the heater on. Same thing goes for like since we're talking about stressors, like, all right, remember I was telling you they wouldn't take the rent check from the city, the ERAP, and I got a little worried because it ended, like they ran out of funds or something, it ended. And I went to them and I talked to them and they still didn't take it because I got another bill from them where they didn't take the check. And the city has extended it, the ERAP.
Okay.
But how do I get these people to take this check? Like, how do I do that? If they just like hate me or something, like how do I get them to take this check? You know?
Crazy. Are they participating in the program? Like, are
They have to be. They are NYCHA office management. They are New York City Housing Authority. They have to participate in this program. So like later, if they do take me to court, I'm pretty confident that I'm gonna say, listen, I sent you my application numbers, I was approved, it's you just didn't take my check. They're not gonna be able to kick me out over it either. You know, there's laws like that, but there's like nobody to like enforce that they turn my heat on, that they're not like, you know, rude in the hallways all day, all night long, or whatever. There's nobody like constantly around to tell them to quit it, you know? So, like, I just, you know, it is it's beyond, like, I'm beyond, sometimes I just don't want to talk even to you because, like, I'm afraid of what I'm going to say because I've got, like, so angry, like I just, you know, I try to like deal with it being angry and try to form some plan, and it's just like I don't even know, you know.
I'm the Shogun himself.
Yeah, I mean that is concerning. So what do they? I don't get why they are not. So what do they tell you? Like if you was to call 311, what would they? Have you tried calling 311 and telling them what's going on, or something along those lines? So maybe getting like a court-appointed advocate or something, because this does sound very unfair. Why are they not taking the hear up, the check? Like I'm not understanding.
Okay, I called 311. They gave me a number. There's something called borough management offices.
Okay.
This is before they weren't taking my check. I called them for not heating my apartment, and I did lodge a complaint. Now, I don't know if they contact them and they contact them anonymously and say, listen, a tenant of yours lodged a complaint, or they tell them that I lodged a complaint, which would also work like against me because somebody like a third party that wants to reason this out in their own way, like you for instance would want to reason this out in your own way, you know, like unlike they would say, oh, maybe it's because you lodged a complaint against them. So I don't even know what to do because all I'm allowed to do is lodge complaints against them in New York Borough Housing Management, and they do send you a written letter. I did save it that your complaint has been like looked. And might I use the word, my complaint has been overlooked, you know? I think, you know what, like, I'm not loud enough, or the situation doesn't seem, like, traumatic enough for, like, the authorities to take up arms for me, basically. And people are so freaking stupid and belligerent, like they don't want to compromise. They just don't want to compromise. I don't know who doesn't want to compromise, but I don't know, you know, like what I did. I'm sitting here angry because I'm not even aiming my anger directly at anyone, but I'm sitting here reinstating the fact that I did nothing to deserve any of this, and somewhere the law has to come in, and then like this is what quells my anger is that the law supposedly, because like lately I couldn't expect people to like behave like this either. Like 5 years ago I couldn't expect people to behave like this. I'd be like, no, people are people. You know, everybody has their limits. You know, people are decent, basically. Not anymore. I don't think people are decent. But this is what, like, you know, it like quenches my thirst for anger or for revenge. That the idea that the law is on my side, that I did nothing, that they are responsible. They, whoever they are responsible for all these things, and like I just try and I really don't really know, like, so like what else I'm supposed to do, because I really just don't, you know, because I'm
Yeah, I mean, it seems like you did, 1401, and, they the community board and everything else like that. I mean, I guess the only thing that you can do is maybe call again. I'm just really concerned that they are not even taking the check. Like, I don't get why they do that. Like, I do understand.
Can you make it less loud? Yeah, I don't know either, because like I feel like half the time I'm sitting there and I'm going like, oh, you gotta help me, and people are like, well, she seems so like peppy, she must be okay, I don't have to help her. And then half the other time I'm just too sick to even talk. And sometimes I think like some of these people that are in an authority and in a position where they're capable of helping me, they're just hoping to drive it to the point, they're hoping all my circumstance will drive it to the point that I'm so sick, I'm just gonna shut up. And what happens then? I'm gonna shut up and die, and then there's gonna be what? Less evidence lodged against them? You know? Because I feel like, you know, people could investigate this further. You know?
Like, who though?
Exactly, like who?
Yeah, who could investigate it? Because this is like a physical health issue. It's an issue concerning your apartment. Who could investigate it?
Exactly, I don't know. I don't know, because it doesn't work, because I'm not like retarded. I'm not gonna, like, I'm not insane. Like, I'm not gonna keep doing the same thing expecting different results. I read that somewhere. I don't know, you being a therapist, did you read that anywhere? Do you know who that quote is from? Like the definition of insanity?
Quote is, but I know the quote that you are referring to is that insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. I don't know who the quote is by, but I am aware of that quote.
Yeah, I'm not gonna like put my ass out for like, you know, people to draw blood from me over and over and over again, or I'm not gonna have them like stomp around my apartment banging on pipes, you know? Because I tried and I'm hoping for their decency, and I have my own mind. Like, I just think they're like up to no good. Like, they don't give a shit if I'm freezing in here.
Yeah.
And this doctor just makes procedural calls. They're like, unless they're pressed to do so, unless somebody goes, well, you had all this information that you did not like compile on your own, they're really not responsible either. You know, so I don't know how to press them with this either. Like, who's gonna prove what?
Yeah. That's very true. I mean, I know they have like advocates. So, like, I don't know how to go about. I know they have court-appointed advocates that might be able to like advocate for you. I don't know how much they can help you in that.
You mean with my apartment?
maybe they can advocate for you to see if there might be some change or something. Although I do think that you do very good at advocating for yourself. I think that you do pretty good. I think that you do contact the right resources and you're pretty knowledgeable in that area. Um,
Yeah, like from my apartment again, I don't feel that like threatened that they're gonna kick me out because I'm pretty sure if and when like or if I'm hoping, because I really just don't want to stay in a shit apartment like this. They take me to court. I have this evidence that I tried to get them paid, and they just didn't want to like take my check, which is like kind of discrimination, so I'm pretty sure they'd be on my side again. Like they extended this again because people, and like people think I'm not busy. That's the thing. Like I would look into like each individual matter further maybe, but I have responsibilities, like personal responsibilities. Like I want to teach my son. I feel like this school was not acceptable. I'm not gonna take it further and say anything, until other people see eye to eye on my issues with me. But this school that, was, I don't know, was it provided for him? When I say it's unacceptable, and it's my personal responsibility to like educate him so he doesn't like fail school, and all this stuff is like a distraction too. But then like you're like, if there's something like so huge looming, like how do you like take care of the little things? And the little things matter, so
I agree with you. I totally agree with you. I do think that the whole thing, like not having heat, is like it's unacceptable. But for some reason, I can sort of understand that because I feel like a lot of people kind of struggle with heat in the winter time, including myself. But them not accepting it doesn't make it okay though. For them not accepting the check, like for me, that just does not make any sense. I don't know what their reasoning behind it. That to me, it doesn't make absolutely no sense, because if you are trying to pay your rent and you're using the program, they have extended the program and they are still not accepting your check. I think that there is something wrong there systematically. I'm not understanding why that's happening.
I had people come in from not from like the local office for like emergency maintenance issues. When it's an emergency and the local office is closed, it's open like Monday through Friday. During like normal hours, I forgot if it was like till 6 or till 8 or something like that. But like when my bathtub was like flowing water up from the bathtub, and the guy like told me, he's like, they don't like to fix things sometimes. I think it was that guy that told me, you have to get it on tape sometimes, So, but like it's stuff like that, like I do get it on tape, but stuff like with the heat, you can't sit around with a thermometer in the freezing cold all day getting it on tape. I did get a thermometer like years ago. I got a thermometer. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna get this on tape. I'm gonna get this all sorted. How could these people do this? But then it's like I take it like higher and higher, and they're not very concerned either, So like I don't know, but it is like the local office that's doing this mostly, except like sometimes it takes them like a long time to send somebody from like the main office too, like if there's like a leak or something like that, whatever. It's not just that, it's like they have it in for me. Do you understand? Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, do you, I know you don't get along with your neighbors from across the hall, but what about, do you speak to anyone in the building that you more or less get along with? Do you know anyone that's like,
That's the problem right there. That's the problem. You don't understand what's going on. Are you like claiming that you don't understand what's going on? Like, I do get along with
okay.
them, as in, like, I don't talk to them. I don't. If they press me for like a greeting, then I say hello in a friendly manner.
Okay.
But I know who they are. They're like very
Okay.
rude, in the least, is what I could tell you.
Yeah.
And this
Do
lady
you,
that throws garbage at
do you
me,
know
right?
if they
She's
try to apply
actually
for the
like
program
labeled
too?
mentally ill. The lady that threw garbage at me, the one that you're talking about,
Yeah.
she's from my right hand side. She's actually like her persona, whatever she's posing as, she's mentally ill because people busted down her door like recently. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe people want to bust down my door. I don't know. But I'm not her.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, because maybe a few of the tenants, can get together, because I'm pretty sure, I mean, I don't know, but if you have issues with heat, I'm guessing that other people might have similar issues too in the building. And I'm pretty sure you are not the only person that have applied for the Hear Up program in your building. So I don't know, maybe a few of you can gather together and see, maybe go to the main office and see what's going on, or something, because what's happening is very unfair.
I don't know. I don't want to take it in that direction where, like, again, like, I'll avoid saying things that make me sound crazy, but I don't want to take it in that direction where I feel so fake all the time.
Yeah.
Like, I talk to you because I'm hoping that you're some sort of authority,
That what?
that I'm hoping that you're some sort of authority. Someone that can handle some sort of legal matters or something like
there's
that.
nothing I can do about those things, unfortunately. I mean, I could listen to you, I can give you suggestions, like call 311, but it seems like you are doing a lot of those things. There's nothing
I don't know. I'm
I can-
accepting. Whenever I call them, I'm accepting that they have their protocols, and sometimes you literally, like, people don't like you, but they like, say, like, the police didn't like you or something, right? But you can press them to do what's right. You could press them to do what's right. So that's like similar in my position with me calling everyone and like doing things. And people think like, oh, it's okay. It's not okay. A lot of people would crack, like, if they were like here, and me, I mean, I bless the support that I do get, and sometimes it's like nameless, like, oh man, I saw something on my television, made me feel happy that day, and it does matter. Emotional stuff does matter, but I swear, like, there's something in my food, and these people are like just whack, like they straight up whack, discriminate, like, on multi levels, many levels. They discriminate against me and my son, and it's freezing cold in here, and I don't know what to say anymore, because I'm just like really like, aside from being tired of this, like, being so persistent, it's also, this COVID thing is very threatening to me, because if our immunity is down, our immune system is down, it's got more of a hold on us, this virus. What it keeps mutating, they keep saying, oh, the vaccine is just to keep you out of the hospital. It's not like even preventing it in some cases,
Yeah, it's true.
So it is pretty stressful being me.
No, I agree. I do think that, the whole COVID situation is very stressful. People have now returned to normality, and it's just it's tough. Yeah, because it's not, even if you do have the vaccine, it doesn't prevent you from catching COVID. So it's a tough situation. Yeah. It's definitely a lot of stressors, but I think you know, all you can do is manage to the best of your ability, and that's it. Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I thought we got cut off. Yeah, that's all. That's all you can do is manage to the best of your ability. Continue to be there for your son, teach him. Homeschool him. Those kinds of things that you have control over. The rest of the stuff, unfortunately, is a very unfortunate situation, and it's tough. And I do think it's unfair. Everything that you are telling me, especially about the no heat, the no. I'm not taking the check and stuff like that. It's just hard. I don't understand it. I don't get why they do something like that. Why don't they want to get paid? I don't get it.
I don't know. I don't like I'm gonna let you go because I don't like when you say things like I don't get it. It's
No, I mean, no, I don't get it from their part.
it makes me a
I
little bit
don't
depressed when you
understand.
tell me you don't get it because I get it. I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah.
I get it.
All right, so if you feel that way, that's fine. I'll follow up with you next.
Yeah, I hope something gets taken care of.
All right, bye-bye.
Take care.
Mom, I don't want to come inside. I want to play in my tunnel. All right, so we got to get our 4 balls. So let's get those.